What's up, Real Mack Family? We're back with another video!
Hey guys!
So what's up, you guys? Today we decided to do a my pregnancy experience video. We're going to have a whole series of these coming out. And today's pregnancy experience video is going to be mostly about Mom Dukes here.
About postpartum and kind of the feelings you feel while you're pregnant and then after you have your baby. Kind of those feelings like when you're a first time mom, what you could feel. Everybody's different, so everybody's emotions are different. So take that into consideration. But yeah, so kind of like what you can feel as a new time mom.
Alright guys, so that's what we're going to be talking about. We'll get you guys.
Eliana's knocked out right now, you guys. We had a long day.
Hey.
We had a long day today, so we gonna
get this video done for you guys. Alright, you guys, we'll meet you in our studio. You guys, so we're in our little studio area. We're calling it a studio, but it's really just a little corner of our house that we made up just to record videos for you guys. So anyway, getting right down into things, we're going to be talking, mostly the main topic is postpartum depression and postpartum, like after you have a baby, and what Sade's experience was with that and what it is now, because right now, we are 6 weeks postpartum. So we had the baby 6 weeks ago. For those of y'all, if you don't know what postpartum is, postpartum just means after pregnancy, after birth. I'm sorry, after labor. So.
And I had to realize what that was too, because I didn't really know what postpartum was either.
Yeah, a lot of people you hear it, but you might not really know what the term actually means. But it really means after you give birth. It doesn't necessarily mean depression. It could be.
Yeah, I automatically thought that word was depression, but we learned.
Right, because that's the main context that you always hear postpartum.
Is always around depression.
Yes. So this video is not just about depression, it's about all of the feelings that you have after childbirth, after giving birth. So without further ado, I'm going to let wifey take over and let my love take over.
And of course, he can put in his 2 cents as well. But yeah, I would say during my pregnancy, babe, I was kind of like, I was really excited because of course we wanted to have a kid. So I was really excited to have a kid, and then when I realized it was a girl, I was really pumped up because I wanted it to be a girl. And I got her. We got her.
Beautiful little
Our beautiful
girl
baby girl. Yeah, she's knocked out right now, y'all. But yeah, so that made me really happy. I was thanking God, for what He's given me and things like that. I have a private relationship with God and everything like that. But I know during my pregnancy, there were times where I was very scared. I was unsure. This is my first time being a mom, so I don't know if you have those feelings like if you're a first time mom, or if you're thinking about being a mom. You don't really think about those things until you're actually pregnant, or it doesn't come upon you until you're actually pregnant. Like you're excited at first, and then you start worrying, or you get really sad. Like, am I going to be a good mom, or I'm not good enough, or we're not rich, we don't have a lot of money, so how am I going to be able to give her, what she deserves?
Right, which is everything.
Yeah, which is everything. And you're sitting there like, dang, like we're low income and I don't have a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I do have a lot of love.
And there are a lot of resources out there that we found out about. Even though we might not be rich, we're okay. We're not like living in the street or anything like that. We have a little apartment. We
got a roof over our head. We got
food to eat. Our beautiful little girl.
Yeah.
That's our most prized possession is our beautiful little girl.
Yep.
And so we'll make it either way.
And I know that it's just that how when you're first time like mom and you're pregnant, like you think about all of those things. Like I just hope that she's gonna have everything. Like like she doesn't question like what we did for her and things like that. I do think about that because I know growing up. I didn't really have a good relationship with my mom. It's not the best relationship. So, I think about those things. Oh, I didn't have a good relationship with my mom. What if she grows up and not have the best relationship with me because of things, or me and Alan because of the things that we couldn't provide and things like that. But you know what I realized? I realized that all she needs is love. All she needs is love. And you know what? You know what's so crazy, babe?
What's that?
Is that all she needs is love, and at the same time, like, love will teach her humility.
It will.
Like, you don't need things.
No, things.
You don't need material things. Like, all things can destroy a person. It can destroy a soul.
Right.
Having all of those things. But if you have love and you have a mom and dad who really love you, like, that's all that really matters. You know, when I, later in the pregnancy when I thought about it.
I agree, because I grew up like glued to the TV and the video games and everything else whenever I was a kid, and I don't think it helped me very much. I didn't have the, best relationship with my mom either. It was always something going on at my house too. So, and we're just planning on raising her different than we were raised, and our family dynamic is going to be different because we want to have a better relationship with her whenever she grows up than what we have with our parents. We want to have a good relationship with our kid, not a relationship where we barely are able to speak to them for just little short periods of time without getting into an argument with them or not seeing eye to eye with them. They don't see eye to eye with us on anything. So it's kind of like...
And it's not to bash our families.
Not bashing them. It's just the way it is.
Break generational cultures to be better.
Mm-hmm.
We have to evolve. We can't keep doing the same traditional thing. Like, maybe, Eliana not being exposed, to our family or to certain people for three years or whatever, maybe that's beneficial to her, 3 to 5 years. Moving forward, my pregnancy, those are some of the things that I thought about. Like, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be a fit mother. Like, I already knew that we were going to be great parents, especially Alan. He's a great, great father. I just was kind of unsure of myself, because I've always wanted to get pregnant. When we realized we wanted to get pregnant, at first I wasn't sure, and then we was like, oh yeah, I'm getting pregnant. And I was so happy, I was excited, but then I became kind of insecure within myself. But so I will tell you, new moms, like, if you're pregnant and you're gonna be a new time mom, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Those feelings will come upon you, and you embrace those feelings. Embrace those feelings and take them and use that as your motivation. Use that as your motivation to be like, hey, I'm gonna be a good mom, and I'm gonna raise my daughter the way I want to raise my daughter.
Right. Don't let tradition, being stuck in tradition, affect your child's well-being, because sometimes people can get stuck in trying to do things traditionally, and doing it traditionally ends up harming your child. So if being stuck in tradition didn't end well for you, as how you were raised, why would it end well for your child if you did it the same way for them?
Right.
So I'm not about to do things traditionally exactly the same way how I was raised, because everything didn't turn out so great the way I was raised. The dynamic wasn't all that great. So it's just thinking about the well-being of our child, really, the way we decided to raise our child. So,
and when I mention material things, like, me growing up, on the other hand, I had everything. Like, I know what it's like to have a lot of money. I know what it's like to have a lot of things. And that didn't do nothing for me, because I didn't have the emotional support that I needed from my parents. Hence why I have a lot of emotional problems. Why I'm very sensitive and things like that, because I didn't have that emotional, which I still love my mom and dad, like, and he still loves his family, of course. We still love our family, but
right.
There's certain things that, in both of our childhoods that we lack, that we don't want Eliana to experience. And yes, we will make mistakes, and that's what you worry, when you're pregnant, you worry about that. You will make mistakes. We're not perfect. We just want to do it a different way. Our parents had their time with us, and they made mistakes, and we still love them. But we want to make sure that those mistakes does not affect her development and everything, like her self-esteem. I had a lot of issues growing up, especially with my self-esteem, because my mom was really hard on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get this grade, and I had to do this, and I had to do that, and it was a lot of stress on me. And my dad, on the other hand, he gave me everything that I wanted. Anything I wanted, he gave me everything I wanted. But when it was time for that real talk about them niggas out here in these streets, I didn't really have those talks. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. I'm just getting really passionate. We're both very passionate, so,
So our postpartum experience has been a lot of drama between, family members who think that they're entitled to see our kid, and mix that in with, regular anxiety and depression, and having to wake up every morning at 3 a.m. and we just decided to keep our distance from all of our family members for a while, for at least the next year, and probably maybe even longer than that, because we got to focus on us.
We got to focus on
our little girl.
And when you're pregnant,
she's what's important to us, and we love our families and everything, but she comes first before all of them. So we have to worry about what's going to be good for her.
Right? Yeah, because you know what? Like I always say, if you're stressed, there's plenty of quotes out there. You guys know what time it is. We are new time parents. We're learning the game. You know what I'm saying? We're learning everything, you know what I'm saying, and doing things our own way. And if we're stressed, we can't show up for Eliana.
Right.
If we're stressed, worried about everybody else and what family thinks we need to be doing.
They shouldn't be worried about it anyway. We know how to be parents. We have the natural gift of being parents, and we did our research. And we need research.
And to be honest with you, it ain't no guideline to know how to be a parent. And no, we don't know how to be a parent, but guess what? We'll learn and we'll make our own way on how we want to be a parent. It's not how everybody else thinks we should be a parent and what's ridiculous and all that. Like, no.
Yeah. And as to anybody who's made any negative comments, I'm not going to single anybody out, but you can stay out of our comments with your rude, negative stuff, because I'm just going to remove negativity from my comment feed. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to let one person says a hateful comment, and then all the other haters will come in and they start feeding off of it. I'm not into that. I'm not into leaving the hate comments. So you might as well keep it to yourself, because it will be removed promptly after you put it in. So anyway,
on to the next topic.
I just had to broach that subject because of that one negative comment that we got out of we had a ton of positive
comments. We really appreciate it. But if you're gonna be negative, you can get the hell off my page.
That's right.
Because I ain't the one. Mm-hmm. Don't sit there and demand me as a mom.
We ain't the ones.
Yeah, don't do that. Because I'm definitely ain't the one. Don't play with me.
As to postpartum depression, I haven't had any postpartum depression, but I didn't give birth to the baby. But I am still a parent. But so I think dads can get that too. But Sade, have you had any postpartum depression?
I did have postpartum depression. So I was talking about pregnancy, right? Mm-hmm. So after pregnancy,
yeah,
he's so sweet, y'all. My husband is very sweet. Very, very supportive.
I try to be. I'm not always.
He's a good man. Seriously.
I can be a real asshole too.
But that's in all marriages. Anyway, yeah. So after my pregnancy. So during my pregnancy, I was unsure, if I was going to be a good mom and things like that. I was even coming to Alan to be like, am I going to be a good mom, babe? Like, and you always encourage me and say, yeah, you're going to be a great mom. Mm-hmm. Remember, you said you always wanted a little girl. You said you wanted to make her feel like she was the most beautiful person in the world. And you always had low self, and, just encouraging me. But don't be afraid. Like, when that happens, because you will have those feelings. Everybody's different, so I'm not saying you may have the same emotions as me, or your childhood might have been completely different than me. You may have a close, real close relationship with your mother, and that's great. Like, but you will definitely have some type of doubtful feeling. So just take it in stride and just say, hey, I'm a new mom. I'm learning. Yes, I will receive advice, but I am going to do this. I'm going to, find my own way of being the mom that I can be for my child.
Right. Be firm in your choice.
Just be positive. Be positive. Don't doubt yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't let anybody doubt you as a mom. Like, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, be strong. Be brave. Because once you get pregnant, once you have a child, that's a wrap. So make sure you really, you know what I'm saying? You got this. And then, when I finally did have Eliana, it also was a lot of adjustment there as well. Just because I just really felt like I was so I basically was like feeling like I made her, like, cause like my baby is gorgeous. Like I can't believe I made her. Like that's really how I felt. Like low key, kind of like down in myself. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I made this gorgeous child.
Cause I feel like that beautiful baby came out of me.
Yeah, you know? Like what? That's how we're thinking. Like we made this child. Like she is gorgeous. Like she's gonna be something one day. Like I can feel like she's so special. Something special about her. Like if I don't know if y'all have noticed, but every now and then she like smiles.
She's special.
She's just like an angel, like sent from God. And it's like sometimes I just be like, I can't believe that I made this child, you know. But other than that, other than those doubts, I love it. I love motherhood. It is a lot of adjusting. You know, my husband does help me a lot, you know. But
I try.
I love motherhood. I can't wait till she gets older. We do girly stuff. We do her hair.
And we can't wait to
take
share
her out. And we can't wait to. And that's why we want to share this journey with you guys. Like first time moms, let's stick together. Like let's do this. Like you got this. Like trust.
First time dads too.
Yep. Trust us. You guys, like we're the ones that y'all want to like be a part of. Like we got y'all. Like if y'all have any questions, like if you're a first time parent, like join the team. Like we got you. Like we're here for you. Like we know how it is, you know. But yeah, we just want to do like a little quick discussion video with you guys. We do plan on getting on live soon, so we can vibe with y'all. Like kind of feel like more of an on-site one-on-one thing.
Right, and this is going to be a series. So the My Pregnancy Experience series is what we're going to call this. So we're going to talk about our different pregnancy experiences. So there will be other videos with this, and there is another My Pregnancy Experience video. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. You'll see it pop up here in just a few minutes. And I don't think I have anything else, babe.
Yeah.
This video.
Well, I hope you guys liked the discussion. We were going to do that Walmart vlog.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday? Mm-hmm. Yesterday when we went to churches and took her out to lunch or whatever, we were going to do that, but we decided it is best. Like she's 6 weeks right now, going into 7 weeks. So we just felt like exposing her to everybody is not healthy. Like she can get germs or bacteria.
We don't want her to get sick.
We don't want her to
especially
get
not
sick.
this young.
Yeah. Now, but tomorrow we will go to the park because there won't be a lot of people. Give her a little bit of fresh air because I do want to start getting her accumulated to the sun and things like that.
Right. So tomorrow's video we'll do a Saturday walk in the park with baby girl for you guys.
Yep.
And we'll share that with y'all. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Baby girl wants to say bye.
Alright, so
Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm sleeping, but bye-bye.